Facebook ne so power 979 and watch no TV XYZ and radio XYZ dia na wadaro ma wa bawra mu wa like na wa share amafoforo bi so anya bi ahwe na do comment no so ato hono e dia my YouTube no XYZ Broadcaster Limited multi TV digi boss no Power FM and radio XYZ information centers ne dia wo mo bebro otwe ho nwi anwumre wo mo so mu a wato Kasiebo epetiem and somewhere de besum wo no de dimu akotene no bi ene say
Ghana mampani Yera John Dramani Mahama ye kase de wa forward 2020 and 2024 ba ye kwato ye nsunsuanso ewiache nipa binom nam so eprepra ye no ehon report no wo de ama attorney general so nhwem na fe ehon foto bi ye wo no onfanya adwuma.
And some for Kabom Koye, what Mamu Gigi, one more dia to Ghana man penny, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama him said, and some for Bamboy, dear who here, best say Mra, a bet me at Taya Chino, man penny, and Yanisama.
Ghana man penny, I bet ye chair Professor Anna Jeno, Pokwa Jama, Ye Kaseo, Gua Traditional Council, Ako Monaso, Akwe Wonumato, Munsemoha. Na
Chief of Staff, Yera Julius Debranso, Asrese, or my Ghana, Yan Kasa, near Mahodwa. Ye ewo mai emu ye made in Ghana no ye betimi abohu dawro na kwamansan edwaso
waye ke ba mane ye se kasa nipa makomako edunan ya chechefo wo madesuafo wo vigilators wo bi ya kire wo mo ese wasi nsohwe wo mo boa mapobo akoso
multi choice for chere say de wo mo atu wo ho ase boa no anase fi na hodo no a Ghana fo etua ede ma wo mo no say de wo mo ebete so
ebusia no fees stress whole policy ya ban yes so de eba no eneyi ngita odi bi akoso ya so afọ ye Ghana enwomesua eho ensem so wo mo atena so ede ngita ho ye bekwa akore sansem no
adishima mansam no afoforo bi ka wem ho na nwumere ya bɔ ne bedade beso se no sia brem power akan Kasiebo ye mfase da manwumaku a wo mo aso ya se
enwumere Solar Natural Clinic wo mo ka ho be wo boye chidom yade ye awo ho asem kidney and afesu so liver cells mo de da wo mo mbebo pa specialist say hepatitis na tete BECE ni nyina de da no a wo bebo atu ase e de ama medimosis bo ase de be ya prostate sem ye ni beba ye ho so ntia awareness no efiti ase eba mega cash lucky boxer ye dibi weekend and one ye di extra haxa mission ne capsules de also tamfo ankasa wonum bia ebeboa let's talk educational consultant tia manwa afi no media bosumi nsia e de konfie nsia mo nyina be ya kendi for papa secularist de odo ani ekire ho ansase e dawo ye manso na so ne bo form e no mo de ema wo little George nso same and o pe e supplement ahodo a eboa esiesie ni padua no wo pe kwa mixture kwa plus no mo a oba ho abenya bi na wato 3p garlic mixture de eboa yemfanka eja eno adane nso yensenchene garlic bitters papa ya ewo adwama so Ruta natural products nso de malaria typhoid hawa wedro ewo wo mo ensem mensa ka promo guso den sikapudu na abedie na boa ama asetene mo aye de Spanish garlic mixture ne capsules nso boa bi ama na ase tata ye dementia ye wo so ni nyina ase to adwuma pa if MTN ho se boss lady say ye ne mo nkasa na ye fie ho nhye bi na mo am ye nkwe na mwemekuo ya foforo bi eka ho anwumre wo mo boy chidom Kasiebo emo
akenkan fo amoti yankan nwumre mimidin da chema akosia oforiwa amanfo mene
ama poma checheku
Ghana de shimama ye she Kasiebo no ase edye free Ghana man panyi His Excellency John Dramani Mahama atena ye na enedua ya no ensem trofo kabomko kase ye wo mai emo Ghana Journalists Association GJA wo mo ebo anan kopie mo ewo mampani atena ye na ni nyina ne sese de be ya ensem trofo ye kan ye fa hodie ne ye bambo dare diabetes bi agya na so ewo mai munti ena omo de adesede kwada mampani se eto da ya na ebro ahodo ensem trofo bi eje ewo mai emo no eya na eyawra hosempa enkanka ne se koba se mpo ye to aba ewo mai emu a eya na ensem trofo dodo no na be kowiache no omanfo ebro wo mo na ye kan ye fa hodie no ekame se ye to sini kakra ewo mai emu enti mraba tan ye betimi aboa na abonsem trofo ho ban ewo mai mu yade ho hia ewo se ni manim ya wo msrese mampani be hwe se wode begu akwan mu ede amayen na wasa adwumadie no ase no na wisdom hede jome ebuto ho no ade koso nyina no wabone tofa ede amayen
wabra GJ mpanyimfo ebehia omampanyi John Dramani Mahama wode tunanim obosha wo share so obehwe na nsemtwedwuma etumi egina brane na enwechi wonso wode wana desede etu nanim ebi ene se wo hwe kwan se wona asase ene wo Ghana International Press Center siso no nanka afie twem nkaban Jeff wonsem pen pa oda GJ ano Albert Jonfo ekasaye ekire mu se ene osre sa ban bomoden a nanka wonfa ne nsanhye mrase na eba ahomban den mansem throfo na atumi agina brane.
Your Excellency, the assault on journalists respectfully, we entreat you to invoke your executive powers to enact a law to empower the security agencies to protect journalists. Since most of these attacks are premeditated and must be treated as aggravated offense. If we continue to treat all assault or attacks on journalists as misdemeanor, Your Excellency, it will not deter or serve as deterrent to others.
And no chain or Sansu say afi GJ awards no obeye ewo menshia ewo asantememu.
I want to, on behalf of the National Executive and the National Council, respectfully invite you, Your Excellency, to grade this year's GJ Awards. Your Excellency, the GJ Award has been held in Accra for 28 years. This year, with my team in consultation with key stakeholders, I've decided to move the award from Accra to Kumasi.
When in Kasiebo no His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ekire mu se enho abehia pa se yehwe se nsɛmtwerɛ for ejuma dane no na ene ikoba kwa from bloggers ya onso wonjuma abebibi no ese ye nyina yehwe ekwan betumi aboa na wonjuma no etumi ediye.
The media has become a bit decentralized, and because anybody who has a phone and a camera can report news to the public, and it means that communications is dealing with a wider range of people, not only traditional well-organized media houses, but also individuals, especially the new group called bloggers, who go to events with journalists and vie for positions with them to get the best shots and the best stories, and they just go with their phone, edit, and then they put the news out. So the media landscape has changed and the sources of information has changed. Would we classify them in the typical sense of journalists? I mean, those bloggers, are they typically journalists? You know, those are all questions that must agitate our minds.
And which His Excellency John Mahama ekire mu say nsɛmtwerɛfoɔ enye wɔn a wɔbɛka sɛ wɔyɛ ɔman no atamfo nti no wɔbɛhwɛ sɛ ni muanimu ya no Government Communications Minister sanso and head of the securities no ɔmɛhwɛ so betumi de adisuadeɛ kɛseɛ pa ama operatives no sine ba sɛ atata ene atete ɔde man nsɛmtwerɛfoɔ no ɛto atumi ɛka.
Some of them are police officers, some are military officers, some are national security, and especially national security. You know, they don't have training to understand that, you know, journalists are doing their work. You have the job of protecting the VIP or whatever. The journalists do have their work of reporting, you know, what they doing their job and reporting what is going on there. And so we must find a way, and I told President that I'll want, you know, Felix and the ministers of security agencies to create a certain forum where the Journalists Association and these security agencies can interact, so that it sends a message to them that, look, journalists are not your enemies. They are there to do their legitimate job of informing the people. And so they are not subject to
Way a wisdom head Jomen Amanibo and Yeti.
Yebejina Gari man penny yewa John Dramani Mahama try yebeha yakotso aba wonfiempino ene ye no ewo magana mu ne nkraba ye seke chiki kraman homne so ewa bato asete chimane ne importem wi akire edipa bese nwotwe bede adwaso o mahwere won mu enkwa ye no enkoda nche nanu abato ekoto no 2024 ye mu nso yete seke chiki si nam so magana man penny ye ne se etwa se hwehwemu mapakoso na ne esie ne nyina no yehunu na fe ye hwe kira semu a yetumi atu ho anamo ne ahwe ne ka ne ye koye ni mu abato mu no ya via ni ehunu ne yekoso no ebi no na nkra kire se ehwehwemu no akona wi ye report no ye de aba beda no wagina so e de ama attorney general se wonsom na animu animu ya no eho anamo bia wo betu wo mu a wo mu ho bom mu se ye betwe wo mu agina mra ne mu wo mu ho akan wo se ma wo mu compensation wo bia ya e wo se ye bibi e de ma no report ni mu bia na animu ya wonhwe na wontu sa ensem ne ho anamo ene wo mampani atena ye ena sansemi wo de etu dwane ensem ne bia ye rajon dramani mahama okan ni.
Elections come with a lot of emotive feelings. And sometimes when people get very emotive, they can act very irrationally. And like you said, it's not only innocent bystanders and political activists who have been caught up in electoral violence. Journalists have also been caught up in electoral violence. I asked the IGP in the early days when I assumed the presidency to investigate the violence in 2020 and 2024. I wish to inform you that last week I received the investigative report on the two incidents, and they've detailed and catalogued everybody who was affected by the violence and what the circumstances were that led to the violence. We've handed it over to the Attorney General. So the Attorney General is going to go through, and if there's a need to hold some people culpable and bring them to book, the Attorney General will do that. But in addition, we have given him the terms of reference to look at what adequate compensation would be for people who have been the victims of violence, including those who died. Their families are still there, and then those who were, some have been injured and are living with injury. And so what is the adequate compensation that we can give to people like that? And so once that is done, I'm sure that if there were journalists involved, they would also be considered for compensation.
Adesima magani ya mampeni ye rajon dramani mahama ene etenenke.
Yet one summoner sona yakoye nimna chief of staff Yera Julius Debra ene wajeni mudie so ede adesrede ye modru akwama Ghana de nyina ene ahohwa hodo woni a ewamono ne se wo ba man Ghana mu a ye waza we ye pa ye woni ma hodo a dane daya na yedi hundwa na ni titiru ne de yankasa ya ye ewo Ghana ha sei ye no eye made in Ghana goods ahodo na eno wasra se ye nyina ye nta kire se ne be ya ekwawiase mansadwa so no a ebetimi aye akono na abo economy no na dane da atimi aye krabehwe wode sansem wanyina etu dwabere ya na made in Ghana bazaar ekoso ye toso enan ewo enkamantami emo Accra International Conference Center eno ogina simpie so a wosre osofo ya wo hwe oman Ghana dwadie anim fidi dwuma eso se won tachire na womwa na oman Ghana ye niema yankasa ya ye wo man emu no ye de ko wiase mansadwa so a emuntimi nya kono ne yesi kasem so entimi enyina brane.
My challenge to all of you, especially the Ministry of Trade, Agribusiness and Industry, and the Foreign Affairs, if we can lift this synergy up a bit, either through campaigning, through education, by encouraging most Ghanaians to see the value of using our own products, then we'll be building a very strong economy. This situation where almost everything we use, we have to import. It's not going to take us anywhere. And so I just want all of us to rally behind the president and take that call seriously so that we can all patronize made in Ghana goods. This morning when they gave me this shirt, I said, wow, these guys are speaking the real thing that they want to happen. And honestly, if we don't do it, nobody will do it for us. You've heard the president talk about reset. What is he talking about? All he's saying is that at our generation, let us be remembered for the bold initiatives we took to change our country. And so, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you all for coming and for us to use this as the commemorative day that we are all going to resolve to patronize made in Ghana goods. Please, even if it's only one product, just one, spend all your time whilst on your duty tour and make sure that you convince somebody to buy something from Ghana. It could be from our traditional clothes, the smoke, it could be from native sandals, and
Chief of Staff Yera Julius Debra ena yatene nkena was adwumadie yase no was for be de che yo man Ghana ene amahodo so entem enguta wode onsensam so wonyafo James Jache question wono so edit dwa esre ankrankra nwuma hodo a ewo mamu se won tire ban yachi esan se Ghana man panyi His Excellency John Dramani Mahama na this wode hunu kese ne se obeboa manwuma enketo adantabu ni akese ni nyina atimi atumpo aban ne nko antimi nye enti ankrankra nwuma ewo mamu nyina ntaba The
Ministry of Foreign Affairs will continue to work closely with our partners to identify more markets for our Ghanaian products and services. In this connection, the Ministry will compile information on all our exporters and circulate same to all our missions abroad and diplomatic missions. Those ones accredited to Ghana to assist in identifying new markets for their products and expand their horizon. We have a renewed determination to facilitate the penetration of Ghanaian products and services into foreign markets, which will invariably help our small, medium enterprises thrive, thereby providing them with the needed inputs to benefit from the African Continental Free Trade Area after. Let us continue to take the necessary steps aimed at standardization and certification to improve the quality of our products, be open to innovation and technology, advance and learn best practices from abroad the world. We should ensure that the goods and services meet the standards and certification not only within the framework of ACTA, but the international markets as well.
Adishmama Penny in K. Ayon for James Jachi question.
Yantoa and you may know Zabra Kasiebo Sona Fianfi and Nisha and Sanfo for Emogania Man Penny Abedi Professor Nana Jane Pokwaji many were 2 bob for Momako Vivi Mantemo Cape Coast. A Fasha Cassia and Anomat Sankunya, any addition dino, what the Nimunyam Aquacote Chibine, or Jinaso, Amene, what day, Acadia would run any Yamahodoa, a Bebuama Fashe, Womadi Nomadi Ye, what the Akomat Sankunya, Yawanum, Ewo Ugwa, Traditional Council. Emo na ningina ya mwa ya wono so de kwabo ase de be ya wo ma fasha kese ya wo mu edie no ebetumi awi mu edie na niema wo mu de ekoye no wo koma mpani abedi chat na ya penimpa ya wono na policy ye ne osanso ye political advisor ede ma no ye Dr. Samuel Ofosu Ampofo ne kojina na nemu a otu sa anamono eniema ne bia wono mu de koye mo bags ahodo afi ba anwanso wo mu de galo ahodo ebi kan ho ede koye wo mu ede fish tin fish ne ye kan ho ahodo adokodoko de ne niema hodo bebrenu a na wo de ko awiache wo de sika 40,000 ema nananom sanso na 20,000 kan ho de ma hema fa wonum so wo mfimfim mantem so wo nsom na emwa bi na nyina emu no wabra yewra Samuel Ofosu Ampofo doctor wo church nsemu no wo so nanka professor de onyaya nka fa hye yaso wase nenso esa se de aban adwumadi esi TNT prempren ya Ghana mampani nanka wo so kodwumadi bi wo Ethiopia wantumi anko wono no wayi no wo so kodwina na nemu se adwumadi no asinto obesere nanom se nyese bia bo apaye se afahye no ma na emo mprempren ya no woni ho nyame ya dom no oba obeba nanom na ase na oba abechia wonom se de se efata Dr. Samuel Ofosu Ampofo ne nsem ni bia okaye eni
envelope kuta me mishada no manfa ma kwadu kwansa oso envelope ma ne nsa emu nya puti se me de anha no onya problem itina me bo model ase me save kwadu kwansa nsa na me ma decide tomorrow envelope ya ekuta me yo mahene wone watrankunya ahemfie de se wo de ade ba na wa mpa ho ntoma ahwepe na ochina akwakonya asem sa envelope yi 40,000 Ghana cedis or they tax adwumadi we na chi acham so mo na amane bia ye de ye no onfanye se wotu aba na konya vice president oyo oba pa na ahema matua if you say vice president say what na nya to former The quite him fear, the Korea Mambra, ye yama, and none no more, near a fisher, and I him man so ever. Into your no dear, what about the vice president of your brain? Resetting agenda no, or sustain the status quo no, not one man so upgrade their rightful role in the traditional organizations in all our traditional areas. It's not vice president, Oseka, or shall boss or no one, and they will decide with you. One to be a man, one name, Wahima, and then one fair far, one more at high, where you 20,000 Ghana cities.
Ewusia Dr. Samuel Ofosompo for no any penimpa ya woko Ghana man peni abrechi na tena ya wo share a policy or sounds a political advisor e de man ne tene nkare no chi no gwa hino saba ma kwesiata ya wotoso emino wono so edase echese ne kwasemi na mowa ndc amanyuko no mo to afasha wo mo edi anu yefitu afasha no emono wo mo edam penimfo asipapapa e wo sa ensem so no so ne de ya wo kan eni
what can chair His Excellency, and ne abazechi, ne yabokoda ya bomba ya moho, ya mention one. Every day bia yabobope. Mada wa shall say, we meet na say, and there may be ye panche, in chair, Mamma beside you.
Ewusia Saberma kwesiata ya otoso mienu oni yogwaman hene eneteso wakasai
na wasofo yo hwe oman Ghana ye communication eso eyomanyamfo Sam George enei wa friend Sam Trofo nhyiamudie ne nyina efa nsensem ahodo bia na eboboso ewo man emu ye nyina ye beka ya company e from say multi choice Ghana womo na DSTV eye womo dia wo ho nsensem beto dwa ya na womo ene aban prepare ne nyina eye womo prices na ebo ahodo a womo charge Ghana fo anase womo egie ewo Ghana fo ahodo bia mo ewo DSTV no eso wonmanyafo Sam George ekire se bo no eso dodo kame se Ghana fo ebre ewo ho pa enti wonhwe na wonte so sanse wodi toto amama ya hodo bi ede ho a kame se Ghana ya de no ejina soro pa na so wo kan ya ban yi kan ya multi choice fo kire se da bi wo de ba bi o mu gina ene wo mu ejina nam so ema osofo yi ekire se ne deadline kese pa wodi 2 on 3 so eso na se multi choice fo ani so se de ban kan dia womo be suspend wo dwumadie nyina afri o mai emo na no na enne yera Sam George friends Trofo hyamudia wode abeto dwa wo chese de multi choice fo anya ho ntiase yesi abofra woni pani beko nanso widie mu de womo chese se na ebo no womo tiase se womo ebetete so ama Ghana fo ekomu atimi ahan wom ne se ho nti yera Sam George atodwa wo chese wa power special committee ye ni manim ya woni multi choice pani eba besi adwa na wo mato kesa to adwen no ma hu ebo potin ya se no wo mo ebe charge Ghana fo a wo mo ehwe DSTV ebi na ne nchechemu no sei na wodi etudwa.
This relates to the pricing concerns and suspension notice served by the regulator to MultiChoice Ghana Limited. The 30-day deadline given to MultiChoice by the NCA expires tomorrow, 6th September 2025. It will be recalled that the NCA had requested for a breakdown of the cost build-up for the various bouquet offerings by MultiChoice in Ghana and in 7 other African countries on the 4th of August 2025. That information was not delivered by MultiChoice. This led to the consequential imposition of a 10,000 Ghana cedi daily fine effective 14th of August 2025 in line with the dictates of the Electronic Communications Act on MultiChoice Ghana. The regulator also served a 30-day notice of suspension effective 7th of August 2025. However, ahead of the expiration of the suspension notice tomorrow, MultiChoice yesterday reached out to the ministry and the regulator, indicating now a willingness to comply to address the pricing concerns through a consultative process as was adopted by the ministry with the MNOs during the data pricing reduction exercise. Consequently, we've taken the decision to immediately establish a stakeholder committee comprising representatives from the Ministry of Communication, Digital Technology and Innovation, the regulator, the NCA, MultiChoice Ghana, and MultiChoice Africa. MultiChoice has requested a 30-day window for the committee to arrive at what percentage of reduction will be achieved. So let's be clear. They have finally accepted that there will be a reduction. Now they want us to discuss the level of reduction. I believe, as minister, that we do not need 30 days. 14 days is enough for us to reach this decision, inclusive of weekends. Therefore, the committee has a strict 14-day mandate, inclusive of weekends, to conclude its work and present a suitable price reduction structure for the people of Ghana by the 21st of September 2025.
Way yera sam na te George na dishmama yate ne nkanti multi-choice for chere say ye keka na ye say di omati ase womo ni aban ne betena se na price no a womo ebegie no pricing no womo ahwe aka ho asem na nka womo hwe se bia na fo makomako be aduasa na so yera sam George chere say na fo aduasa de edoso dodo eti na fo makomako edunan womo ni committee no etena se na womo ahwe na omaka ama bibia atimi adadi na wosa asem kroya emu ene amanibom ensensem wono ena ebeto odwa se 80 ye 30 go wom any Telecel penifo ameji anase wom aka wom abom na ensem ibeto odwa no na Ghana fo dodo no na ekasa won se yaka wom abom sesen na wonya wo ho ntiase eno so mu nkyerkyere mu Yera Sam George de tudwa ekere se enye ne se ebia wom ameji aka bom afebo ya 80 ye 30 go ni Telecel wom be kabom ayadwuma na emom no nsensem bia boboro so ya no American Towers Corporation ATC na 30 go for the womuka eti power na womo de mo na eboa mo network no ejina brane no womo atwa sa power nim na akoba ne sa no so no ebema woni a wo use 30 go ewo man emu no womo so dwumadie no atofom anase akofom mpo womo ntimi mpo enyusu sa network no na ne koba ya oye se ni manimu ya se ne beboa na sa afo ni nyina womo atimi di womo network kom data edi dwumanti no ena womo ye se ne 80 womo de koka Telecel ho animanim ya na aboa masa adwumadie no atimi akonkan na aba ne senso no wa hye KPMG mpanifo se won hwe se animanim ya wo beboa na watu ho anamo na dia bai no ya hu ne pomasibre enum so nkyerɛkyerɛmu what did you just say?
It's not a merger. Yes. It's not an acquisition. Yes. Because the word merger and the word acquisition are technical terms that have meanings when it comes to businesses. Take, for example, I just spoke about the fact that Canal Plus is acquiring MultiChoice. It's a $300 million acquisition. So Canal Plus is putting down that money and paying off all the shareholders, like pension funds, that are the current owners of MultiChoice. That's not what's happening here. What you have here is a force majeure situation, and in every contract there are force majeure clauses, where an act of God or circumstances beyond human control. I've stated what the liabilities of the company are and the fact that it is unsustainable. So that's the force majeure situation. And so, yes, it is a force majeure situation we're dealing with. And in business, or when you're dealing with companies or corporate entities, where there's a force majeure, there are legal procedures. And that's why we've appointed a transaction advisor. The transaction advisor will take us through the processes to a conclusion of the matter. Is there any cost for Telecel carrying this out? AT already has a roaming agreement with Telecel and MTN. And so there is no new cost to this. There's already a technical arrangement that has been approved by the NCA for a national roaming agreement between the two companies. So there's no additional cost to the taxpayer, to AT, for this.
Ghana Dishmama Paniatini Kai Yera Sam George.
Yanto ansam so na West African Examination Council WAEC womo ene hwe enso hwetro so e my Ghana emo ene wo de ababo ntia to judge so wo chi nipa makomako edunan a chechefo ka ho bia de chefo ka ho vigilators ka ho Ghana entokro ni abomu a womo esubo na boni a womo ye ene sa po ena womo de womo ho nkromo e West African Senior School Certificate Examination wasi nso hwe ya ekoso no emo womo ya chi wo me centers bi ya ye Senior High School home Abbott College and Wasante be kwa ka home atwema kwa woma Presbyterian SHS ye no so e ka ho bia e ho nyina no woma chia de suafo ene empanifo bi e de free ho panimpa ya woni amansadi nkita ho e de ma waye ke ye John Kapi wono ene kasi sudua chia se ne kwasemi san hwemu no akoso ama ba bia wono maba be wie eniem na woto so no chia se ene wo hwa Adventist Senior High School ye no kumasi ane ho ye center no a emprempre ya na empanifo se de bi e ho ntube nye center bi mesanse e ka mobile phone pa ya de twe famu copy nso hwede mo ekokọ twere apo ne ade wo so a sa school no mo ya de nti prempren ya de wo matena ye kese mo eno ewo kumase ene important mo ho na wo sa de suafo ne ba ebetro wo mo enso hwe yira kapi said your church ensem ni mo eni.
2 persons were arrested for impersonation at Ghana College Kaswa. They were arraigned before court and have been sentenced to 6 months imprisonment each, while their accomplice was sentenced to 8 months imprisonment. The proprietor of Christian IPS Ukrantumi, as well as one of his invigilators, have been arrested for creating a WhatsApp group on which they shared snapshots of questions and solutions to the questions. They have been handed over to the police for further investigations. Ebenezer Fen was arrested at St. Vincent College, Abradunkwa, for impersonation. He has also been arraigned before court. Hannah Lariba, a student of Yeji Senior High School, was arrested for impersonation at the Steps of Destiny Senior High School in Yeji. Another impersonator, Mumuni Abdul Hafiz, bolted before the monitoring team could apprehend him. Mr. Kodria Desmond was arrested at Abbott College at Santipekwai. He was handed over to the police and subsequently arraigned before court. He had been remanded into police custody for 2 weeks. Osei Asibe Daniel was arrested at Ejuma Kwanguma Presbyterian SHS for impersonation. He has been handed over to
abusia we ayepani a woni amazedi nkita ho edema waye eknesa wutietie mu a wo mo ya kire wo mo dodo no ano na wo mo kwotene mu edi ama adesuafo e wo so wo mo ankasa betena se twon so hwe no ene nam so ma ya kire wo mo na ne nyina emo no waye kefo bo amane ese result said ma private schools ahodo a na no BECE nso wo mo ekotwere obie no ene so so wonsunsu anso no nyame ya adomu a ene wo mo ede ba bontinti oba etwere nso hwe ni bi na okọ private school a results no aba obetumi akọ akọhwe ba bia wonyaye na eje wahase na waboaboa wo no so said the John Kapi ocheche muni
comprising 297,250 males and 306,078 females from 20,395 participating schools entered for the examination, while 1,661 candidates comprising 858 males and 803 females registered for the BECE for private candidates. While the percentage increase in the number of candidates from the school candidates was 5.99%, that of the private candidates was 19.49%. The provisional results of the BECE for school candidates was released on August 23, 2025. Candidates who infringe on the rules governing the conduct of the examination were appropriately sanctioned following conclusion of investigations carried out and upon the advice of the relevant committee of the council. Results of the BECE for private candidates will be released by close of day today, 5th August 2024.
Adesimama we yera John Kapi ono no ye penempaya wo ne amazedi nkita ho edema wayek
Yebeto aso na yedi asedama nyuwa kwa omaso yasene ewo Kasiebo emo Solar Natural Clinic se menkancho se yade na akọọso abu de wachini a wonya anu adro no fa beda wom enimeni ya obeboa tu yade no aseyama se ye wa wo pa wo ba be ma machia bre munya oba bi ntomo sere so a Solar ke fo chese mo ba adro no de kan wa enche bia na oba no wafa afuro eno achi ni kidney yade anase bia liver no eno haw aba ho wo ho no ma wona se etatai ene bio so be bema o prostate no or how aba no so like natural clinic say to anamona bra na wam enshow ema ho entoba laboratory test ahodo ni nyina no so wonum eye bi e wo honom to betimi afra homan na woni wam adi emu enkomo eye 0553 932631 0553 932631 wam onkra hayi akokomlemle oben Harvard Senior High School no na Power Specialist Herbal Hospital was say yade no say hepatitis BECE ni nyina no wo ba away wo to asiama wa ekwa emabio fatty liver anase bia bema prostate no ayekese stomach ulcer na hawo oba fibroid atete wache anase bia wo kidney no na wanya hawo ewo ho ye kidney stones bi na tete wa wo de kodan Power Specialist Herbal Hospital was say obetu ase ama obesa yade wom ewo jukadri ewo honom wenu mema dro bema onya binasa ono no a ebeboa ma mensem no agina ne nan so hepatite mixture so eboa boost immune system no ema nkwamwa no agina abrane enupai enye na pharmacy shops awdo atwe ho ahia na emo Power Specialist Herbal Hospital for wom numbers ni nie ubetimi afre na wono wom adimu enkomo 0244 544442 and afa 0557 97 0555 797878 0555 797878 and 0200 383831 ofra Power Specialist Herbal one more ebeje so na mega cash lucky box no egusu ekosuntifa mobile phone no na dial star 426 star 5 hash star 426 star 5 hash na bio na was select TVXYZ odi ba digishaya no so na select box ba ko bebie no na chese wo na wadie ya wodam no ubenya sika puduo dodo no a ade agu botom enti animanim ya bowram 500,000 Ghana cedis we yesika kese a ebetimi aboa wo kwan bebre so na mom onyamro emfrihia edun wotwede a onka ho NLA empanifo ede wo stamp no atimu so na Haxa Mesha ene ne capsules no eye ulcer tamfo ulcer yade no yade bone pa ya se biba wo so anhwa ubefa bag ede akoya anom se do entiantena ho ma ulcer enyo emoso wo nya ulcer wo ho no ma bo se bia na wo so te enu akikura na aduane to yam a na oyam eye oya chese niam bebre na dadie wo nipaduane mu a ehye wanya yafo yade stomach ulcer ni bi enti aduro ba ko pa betimi aboa wo no enu ane Haxa Mesha ene capsules ono mesha no na memene capsules no edupa we FDA edwom stamp atimu so etinya kwanchem drobia Borrow pharmacy shop bi ebe wo Ghana ha ba bia Haxa Mesha ene capsules no ubenya bia to na mo pemu nchechemu ana open doso pomu dia na wafre 0240 238310 and afa 0203 822855 ofra Haxa Mesha ene capsules mpeni ebejo so let's talk educational consult Madam Time Bomb no wase na enwuma hia yade ho hia pa enti mo amoti ye kasa abre mu ma no mo peso mo nya nimdie ma pa ewo nwuma hia mu dia fa won let's talk educational consult na won kwagentete preschool admission no eguso ekoso bosumi nsia kopim mfinhia no nsia woje wo mu nyina na Saturday school no ni nyina so wo ye entrepreneurship eno achi reading and writing personality development IT training no creativity okoramu ewo let's talk educational consult wom ewa chechefo a wom abene ewo adechiremu eti ube free hono beba no na wayo pabene ankasa na wom ewo teshi Nogwa Estate Mango Street no Obelejo Kuku Municipal Assembly no ube fra human na woni wonum edi enkomo 0249 069821 0249 069821 ofra wonum ebejo so Ostic Real Estate Samika Cho say wom wansase amanso bi ani ho ene ubekota asase bi no na manso twe ye ekoso wo ho no nyasem ketwa nanso Ostic Real Estate mpanifo say wom asase de enkrata sam no ejina ne nan so enye na ase kwabra bia court asem bia okwa obenya asase krojen ya chese eti apankasa etu pebi ewododowa ayukuma asebi doyumu ana afienya dowenya Shy Hills ehonyina no ubenya asase papa eti Ostic Real Estate for say ubetinya friend number C na wono wom adimu enkomo 0244 684069 and afa 0240 933748 0266 101406 ofra one more ebejo so Little George Health Shop say edro bia upebia oba obenya biato na na wɔn Tema Community 5 in between Presbyterian Church and PV or being runabout no ɛsɛ opekowa mixture kowa plus mixture Dominion herbal powder Mr. Kill vitamins minerals ahodoɔ ope herbal anase local enura ahodoɔ ni nyinaa bia Little George for say wɔm ɛwɔ bi ɛna healthy juice no wɔm wɔ ni nyinaa bi ɛwɔ hɔnom sɛ yɛ cranberry carrot nom ɛne turmeric ginger blueberry juice ahodoɔ ni nyinaa no aloe vera gel obo ramu a wobɛnya bi atɔ ɔn nneɛma nso so de ne boɔ no ɛda fam bɔkɔ enti wobɛfra homan na ɔne Little George for adi mu ɛnkɔmɔ ɛyɛ 0243 140213 0243 140213 ofra wɔnom ɛbɛgye so adehima ma yɛgyina we so na yɛtwe yɛn ho taw aba yɛba a anigidie Kasiebo yɛde bɛto am so.
Na ede na ya obayi a oda forma so ne yafunu mu emunumuni.
Oh Mr. Entry eye also yare ya titi be benfie pi nanso ne yam nwono da se me chew no ahodo amato a me hunu hwe a ebe ya nwanwa.
Menyi ni se water ulcer tamfo hexa capsules any hexa mixture yanum bom kotia ulcer no bia ma no anom anka ne ho ato no dadaada ulcer dro de eno ne hexa capsules any hexa mixture
ankom ni nkyeremu
ulcer yekura eto yefunu ene ensunu mu etuma wo yefunu ekeka wa wogire ho a enye ulcer etumi ema wo ye cheko ebre a wadidi awie so how eye ulcer de a compare hexa capsules any hexa mixture nanum bom na ho ebeto
pedudu atu a ko okanshi drug lane Kumasi Dani Herbal Takradi AA Mensa Anafre 02038228855 Apefo abatanya wama won mofra no fo ene mofra woni mfiedu mienu enka ho Haxa capsules ene ne mixture
ulcer tamfo edie age edwadie nkratoyi atom.
Yefema na kwa me taxi driver na enkane na misisi eso misisi na kame na to na twetwe me nya 3p garlic mixer no aboa me pa
asa miracle bi wadro no sese mafunu pra se di sia twini anka me humi esi so sese me humi ana esi so obeka se di bibi hye me so bi no na ye normal ni ti mi bi pi na ti no ti pa me sa 3 days ni na edo na anka se de nyankopon de ayi bi ahodi se ma yi bi nya sam ketwa ana se we de me fro aka so na me fa hye me nkwa me
me de abe fa se 3 years ni ana asa me gina wa me na mo se hye hye me kwa me de ameko bi amu so much me dru abe 6 years ni o tema di am ye ma di se ene me jana saya le nem ku me preko ene 4 days ana me koto 3 garlic mixture ni tema me kase yankupo ni yam se ende ya me no kase me wa to me a me din wa me ntiase
3p garlic mixture ubenya bi wo mamu pharmaceutical shops and herbal shops Fred Piwak e 02489288824 and 020100002.
Welcome to AutoCheck Vehicle Diagnostic and Licensing Center.
I hear my car can be checked here without going to Accra.
Sure.
Emission, check.
Alignment, check.
Brakes, check.
Visit AutoChecks at Koforodia Aquadrum Road for the roadworthiness of your vehicle, from saloon cars to heavy-duty industrial vehicles. Madam, your car is now ready for the road.
Thank you so much. AutoChecks. Check.
AutoChecks. Your safety, our priority.
Check AutoChecks.
Ade. Timesisi. Etwefa me to ase ha. Ni kotodwi ede komene ase twetwe me fa me ntinim. Je meja ene me nsem ya mo hyehyeehye na aye titriti na me hu de amenye. Cheme ba
Kanena me hawanu no. Kusisa mishia joint fortis. Eni never life. Udompe. Eni waposu ya wiyano. Etutuno. Joint fortis. Eni ne kwa yemu echuma. Na di atichima wohobiano. Esesino. Wintini na emuya wiya. Etwetwon efiri wusisi edefa wotwase no wonnan ensem ehyehyɛw ayetitiriti medro ene never life joint fortis ene never life enu ne mahoto so
MDA ade edede nkratoyi yi ato
Mesi menananu aguru basa abi bro tibedo imlenu na ma premaye hojo.
As for me, I take very good care of my grandkids. Ye diagro na yesa edru mre bi kra na me ba no timide omo be gumi so weekend no.
Hey, memre
enu ntina me ka kire o say ya no medi garlic capsules. Poso na ebesisi so kama. As I stand here, my doctor said my whole system has improved very well. Medi garlic capsules. Yes, Medi garlic capsules.
Oh,
Medimosis garlic capsules. Boa mamoja dini paduane mu efurusani yi na esiesie oba ne barima mahona wodin. Ubenya edoi bi ato omonyi mu pharmacy stores frey wo 050-349-4885. Edro yi enye mamofra enye ndi mfie dumienu. Apemfo ene emma emanofo. Medimosis. Who ni how FDA ajije di nkratoyi atom.
Ma yamamu nyina akwaba bio asa adamu nyina ase high TV XYZ so power 97.9 FM ne bio radio XYZ 93.1 anwumre no nsia brem Kasiebo na uguso awohwe na utie bie ebredre no ye de anigide Kasiebo na etom so ya adubia animpiesie aginadwa wode eba yen ya memo akwaba
ye nua akosia na emse wo mene we ne sheda nkoyi wayade sene ahomfa ono de you have tried na sene akase ye nkone de na ye hwase e de afi Kumase KNUST na eho na akosia obeka ya bayo bia ne boyfriend ne chochomucho ne kanchema ne solens ekumuno ya ewo KNUST ni din ede Miss Joanna Yabani na saba na on the final year ewo biological science department eno ewo KNUST na enura eneda ne colleagues na ne school for ano ne wonwo ho no ewie school na wo wie school no na akwakoye awehosem efise na woni abayo ne nyina na ewo se anka wo wie na emum fofie antoata na abayo no etimi efimu na ofimu no ni awoye edekai no eyese wonyina no ekogina field ne so nti wo hwe TV XYZ Power FM so a obehu se na abayo no ejina na wo se pictures na akosia egu TV ne so no eno ne se abayo so ha tro JY ewo so nti JY na wo ha tro no eno ene ade a what the kai abayo no JY no ye abayo ni din inti Joanna Yabani ena wonga tro ho inti that is what they are just what the kai ni nua no ana won nua ne say what me afimu awehumu sa inti na ne yekoso ewo KNUST ene na police fo abranti okum ne girli odato wo police fo kukuma wo hwe insemni mu na nia ewo ana ne se what the bema punishment what the bema abranti no wo besan what the bema no pepepe na yemfi hono mu ne yenko yemra yenkran ha na aha na 20th of September dada kedi nyumtuni onyankopon ato ne nsa afre no na ebusuafo de da ana date ababetugwa enra creative art agency ehia dada kedi ebusuafo no na ohia won ebusuafo no wode nsem etutugwa eto creative art fo no anim na creative art fo no so di eto ebusua no anim na nsem ekoso wo ho no ne awie achi no dada kedi ne ba berma abrante kama muhu nenu apa kosia oh lovely pa na oditugwa se enra ana ochina ena yeda ewo se wosie dada kedi na emum ochina no entimi amaso due to one or two instances bintino eyino entimi maso ochina na oreshebo se 20th of September wede eyino ebeba so ewo State House inti dada kedi ebusuafo no woretonsa de afre Ghana fo nyina samomra na mombebom na yensie dada kedi fefefe so na yegohwe infonimra.
The date has been postponed from it's supposed to be 6 this month, but postponed to 20th this month, State House. So please come in your numbers to come and support us. Thank you.
Yo tina akosia dada kedi ne ba pehinin ana ne ba berma ena yehu no unzo e fine boy me fane ma wana we me wane nambo nti we se mitimi ne wake kan pepe wa ha na akosia yefi hono na yenko Rwanda na yeko Rwanda memwa abayo bi mami bi me kan mami bi na seminya ne picture na nke be me the power TV XYZ ne so na Facebook ne so na o hwe mami no wo TV ne so na so hun se nanim ye familia
Kaso ya bofra.
Ya bofra ma maybe apehina when you 36 years you. Our friend Gogo Glorious. Na Gogo Glorious no or Rwanda gospel musician na akosia reho semne say mami we this year last year benyina no TikTok baby mami we it me trendy pa ye ene ni nyoma in the name of Jesus I need the blood of Jesus. And we know mama in the trend day TikTok na arahosa mababeto yensa and they say Gogo Glorious when yakopon atonisa e dia frame mama no oyare kakra okopuemu Uganda ekoye conference bi ho na empaibo and wokoye ho na after 3 days no ba back no na no ho dodo ne kakra into wo de koto hospital Uganda na hospital ho no arrival ni muna no na mama no efimu na nsema mama ne busuafo no dia babeto gwa ne bi ne say won pese wode funu ne bema ebusuafo no efise wose kabi ho na manfo bi ribisa se na obi a onipa no wi on arrival at the bar hospital ho ne ba ne den na mutumi kase kabiem esan wo ho ana na akosia se ye pese ye kai ye hunti ye nkotie mami we ne mra. Enti no na etiefo ahwefo Gogo Glorious na ojije yen nipa wo TikTok social media so no onyankopon atonesa afre no na yenko tew nko abrochi memu na na abayo bia wo frɛ no Emilia and Imani Ellis. Imani ede nsembito rapper Cardi B so say oprano 2018 im na wokopuemu court. Wokopuemu court no judge otena mu no etie won enum nsem etie Cardi B enum asem etie ma me enum asem no hu say nsem ma me ne ka no no Caribbean enum say no ampasa ebia Cardi B eprana na obo no teen ka na say oye ni bribi. Na when we court proceedings no Cardi B eba bonten any media
playing around. I would, even if I'm in my deathbed, I swear to God, I will say it in my deathbed. I did not touch that woman. I did not touch that girl. I didn't lay my hands on that girl. And with that being said, this time around, I'm gonna be nice. The next person to try to do a frivolous lawsuit against me, I'm going to countersue. And I'm gonna make you pay. Let's just put this behind, but I'm giving a warning.
Iti akosia Cardi B ne kotene kanu na okyeremu se amanfo bi wo hono ma won se wabre enya wanya wosika na wonya sika ne wie no na efe won asan afa asem bi de akyekere wo bare de asem bi ato so iti se wo de asem ne etimi to so sana na wo de wakokot na wotumi siu pa dia na kyese judge no ebeje sika bi na ode amawo iti se no judge na hu se no kware bi ana ntra ma me ne betwae no ana sama ma me ne betu gwa no enya no kware iti next time ni ebesan asise bi no obe counter sue onipa no inti na menyina so na mefa enigedi sem Kasiebo no ensi ha midin de ya dubia NMPC
yo ya beda asese wode enigide Kasiebo no abreye na de shema ma yeto aso na yenje ya yare hwe 3p garlic mesha no eye droma pa eye garlic ya bi na wo masonson so ete eye droma pa enti se wonya bi na se wono mu a honam etutu wa aposo eye wachi bremu wona se etata na se kesem so bi a waya wo pese wo so te no na wa pe 3p garlic mesha bi anom ho beto Ghana ha pharmacy shops ahodo no benya bi atopi what natural health for na the 3p garlic mesha aba adwaman so ntu betimi afre 0248 928824 and afa 0201 000021 ofra wo mo bejo so Ruta natural products no pebina no mo Ruta mesha no malaria fever ye tete wo away ne nyina se betu Ruta tonic ne so typhoid fever edro Ruta live no so boa ma srade ya adokro wa na se finya adokro ni padua ne nyina no etu ne nyina ase ententem so de ma Ruta nrei enyenna Ghana ha pharmacy shop bi e ben wo ubowramu a say ye Ruta mesha Ruta tonic ana say Ruta live no ubenya bi ato na emo mu pemu nchirechire mu ana ne dodo mu a ubefre 0244 503443 0244 503443 ofra empani ebejo so mensa ka for phone no net dial *274# star 274# oba ba na wa select Power FM afa wudi edin hihye ye ne so twagumu sa utwaba ko bia no a 5 Ghana cedis pe ubetimi edisika be 50,000 Ghana cedis scale mu odrupa ubetimi de ne ma bebre enti abre bia se wo fie wo shop ba bia office na wa na wato agum bebre wo hodmo agbohu na mobile wallet no na edamu se kron wo na wo sie no NLA penifo de one stamp watim so na mom no nyamru mfiri hyedu nwotwe a wo nka ho nti ya na wa hye ne nso ye de amaye Spanish garlic mesha ne capsules no enso droma pa wo no mesha no na me capsules no ojo nso ntentem ana wa ye kese mro so wafu ye kapu ujo ho anye a kwane kopa bi nanom oba bu nsa woto ya arthritis na ha wo halitosis no eboa ma etu ase pa dupai enya na ewo Ghana pharmacy shops ahodo ni nyina mu na emom ne dodo mu no na wa frɛ 0266 114111 0266 114111 ofra womo ebejo so na MTN adwuma pa bundle no eguso ekoso nti boss lady no manu amunyumaku munyumadi ahodo mpese 2 pound no dane da data no betinya browser sa MTN adwuma pa bundle eti de hiane se obe dial *5060# star 5060# na wadi ehye no so obetinya browser ewo internet no so sa de aye de upe bia MTN adwuma pa bundle eno no na medimosis mpanifo se yen kanche tiefo ene ahwefo nyina se bobosom ye wo mu eye bosom ye yesi hodom a ye de ehwe prostate yade eho asem ye bohu dawro se na be ya mema mani beba mo ho so na da ne da wo hodom a wakoye screening ahwe se prostate na nya bia na oha bia bam ana se ejina ne nan eso ne sound no na medimosis mpanifo yesi hodom a wo mo de ye free prostate screening ediama emema nyina na weni ye memenda bia nti nyame adom eda chena ubetimi akona wakoye o screening no ebi koso ewo mo branches ahodo ni nyina mu uba ministries ye Ghana Highways Authority a wo mo eye bi ewo dental barrier ena bio aje kojo wo be ya shaman eni kumase ahene makokoben mema nyina mo monramu na mo konkon no mo chese o mo 20% discount ede ma woni a ya na wotai ba ho no mo ebeja ya rehwempo o mo ba ho ache no de emfa ho ni se wo ba ho no ma che wo ba ho mabupen adue no 20% no offer no wo mo ede ma medimosis impeni for say wo ba wa ywa kwan na so wo pemu nchechemu bia no a wo betimi afre 0244 068447 0244 068447 ofra wamo ebeje woso yegina woso na enwumre no nsi abrem Kasiebo e de besom wo no ye de nyina si ama wo de bibi eto aso
ya ka mo se nyame adma wo china September bosmeda ye toso ensia nyina ye ko takrade number 1 Byton Street Blue Waters Western Aji eneno edi enhwene mo ho ne ye ko anapa no num edi kosi no sobre mo ne de ye papa happy birthday tompem na adofo abehwe na ne achidi atwato na fe ye no achi ne ehia ewo ye takrade mall event center ho na yiyo nankasa ebeba so 11 pepepe ne nyina ya tena se ewo yi na sabeni de mu no eko eye dunkwa infom ni akwa akɔpɛ ne krabrɛ ebusua se omo ebesa aba betena yie na se na omo to aso kwasi ada ye na ase sɔre ɛwɔ Church of Pentecost Anaji Prayer Center Assembly Elder Taylor hɔ na bɛba so anopa no nkron yakɔ no nkron aseda na wie no yɛbɛsa betena se donko ɛwɔ ne fie ye wɔ number 1 Byton Street any Blue Waters hwɛ ni mo ɛwɔ Western Naji Waterkrade ɛnti ɔkyena yi nyina ye koja ye nua bɛ ma Ken Nicholas na wakɔ akosie ne papa ɛwɔ saa kwan no ɛsonti mejirisa adofo ne agyanfo nyina bɛba na maba bɛka ho bi amiede akɔhyehyɛ so kama mefa happy birthday nso enkoma na gazo o channel 502 ene ɛyɛ birthday happy birthday enkoma na nyankopɔn hyao na woma wa hode yɛmfa aseda ne bi nso ma production crew ne nyina Fred Green and afio Fabia and team no aka nyina wombo chidom ema yesummo apesima ka fa moti yenka nwumre me ama poma checheku mene
da chema akosia oforiwa amanfo
adam wase amamone hwe amamone ti adehye